麦，差点忘记麦。Hello， 欧啦欧啦，对，没想到重开还是事故了，对，为什么晚了13分钟？因为我在吃饭，我饿。Hello， 所以说那个毛肉叉烧包，毛肉叉烧包来了。来，我们再次打招呼。Hello 熊，欧啦欧啦 ，Hello 小叶子，欧啦欧啦 ，Hello 可可，欧啦欧啦 ，Hello 雨良，欧啦欧啦 ，Hello Kitsune，欧啦欧啦。对，2次开台又事故了，他刚刚没有抓到游戏画面。我还想说怎么待机了一段时间，对，待机了一段时间。我想要快速的偷偷的吃一下。真的有点太饿。我今天好像睡醒就出门了，睡醒就出门之后，好像就忙了一整天，然后赶回来开个台。到底有吃东西吗？好像有，吃一点，吃一些。我觉得我需要一个汤匙，怎么办？然后我现在没有汤匙，完了，猫不会用筷子，完了，被大家发现猫不会用筷子。一边吃播，一边吃着晚餐，一边快速通关挑战。那你不跟我开玩笑，我怎么可能快速通关挑战呢？也不。继续，我们昨天玩到哪？继续上课。哦，我们要新的任务。来，跟我说话，老师，跟我说话。等一下，我的任务呢？等一下，我的任务呢？出席药草课。返回，直接 speed run， 没有 speed run， 说不定吃了会加 buff， 你想多了。啊，我门在哪里？哦，在这。Name me CC。逃课。追踪，我有没有呼噜草可以？呼噜草，我有没有草可以过去啊？没有火可以过，我又要走，用走。往下，往上，往下。Am I missing?
Hunter's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class.
等一下，
A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology
没有听到
is
游戏的
knowledge.
声音哦，是正常
The
的。
prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make
要
our
草学的
favourite
老
friends
师
a
怎么
bit
这
more
么漂亮？
comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
拔出。哦
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new core and pat down the soil.
救命哦！太
The
吵啦！
soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
我是不是结束了我的任务？
I wonder if hippogriffs like knot grass.
I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some
白线。
seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice.
自己的盆
Plant the
栽
seeds
多。
there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
那个《哈利波特》里面的那个
Let's see how to
好像
balance
学
my
老师，该不会
staff
是
arrangement.
发福的他吧
Nikki's？ fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
选择，哦，有了有了，
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready
制
to
作
use
回
in
神魔药。
Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora.
中国
The
咬人橄
Chinese
榄。
chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
这里。
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
为什么我先走啊？那我都不认
Nice
识
work
我
in。defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian, and he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have if Hecate
哦，哪
hadn't
一
stopped
株
me.？
这一
Didn't
株
she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We
我要
Gryffindors
下
fight
去
with
哦。
honor. And Ravenclaws. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your thing. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot.
开启
Nothing
工
to it,
具
really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
哦，这个
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in
没
tatters.
得要了。
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like
这
stupid
东西有点恐
tubers
怖
and。bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
我今天要做多
I'm
少
glad.
多少任务？
Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
这个老师真的好漂亮哦。
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants.
任务与娜娜见面。魔药学课。 任务。好吧，这样，那我们只能去做这个任务。抬头挺胸，差点又忘了抬头。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
太远了吧？这里，这里。什么时候才能到吧？又要用跑的，这里也有那个桥哎，桥走得过吗？我想去那边那个。这让我想到那个大达的那个矿石，哎呦！ 我们要去当个快乐的采矿人了吗？头挺胸，抬头。等一下，哎，我到这里嘞，那我为什么刚刚不走这就好了？
Off on another adventure, are we?
我觉得我好像真的在电影里面了哇！哇塞，太酷了，我的妈！哎，它那个飘着的会让我想到那个伊藤润二的人头气球。你有看过人头气球吗？哟，啊，这是海格的小屋。海格的小木屋，你看，连南瓜都有，还有鸡耶！ 按哦，人头气球感觉有点酷，是不是？我跟你说，我觉得人头气球那片很好看，你们可以去找来看。哇，海格的小屋。 就这样吗？我的海哥。
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
哎，他跑步的姿势好好笑哦。伊藤润二好像几乎都没看过，真的假的？体制内你一定要看，真的，我觉得你会喜欢。我觉得这是，我觉得他是那叫啥支线任务。我们先来我们的主线任务。
It is good to see you, my friend.
对话。
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But
我只记得有一个是被拖进排水孔，拖进排水孔。那个我反而没看过。
reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
我记得那个冰淇淋车。 还有那个人头气球，都是很经典的。
What's going on here?
哦，还有漩涡。协助陌生人。好险哦！我不知道是不是记错，但记忆中好像有这么一回事，好像是，记得那好像是，是不是漩涡里面的剧情啊？ 走喽。
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip about your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Found ya!
哎呦，
Not my best work, I'll admit.
莫名其妙开始打斗。
Dodged an attack. I'm a pork pie, my...
变成鸡了。
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Oh, I'm gonna be tiger. We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student over my dead body! No! 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 Aha! Back from more. I'm not done with. Stop that right now! Knew you would still. How embarrassing! That's the best you can do. You're easier to spot than anything. I regret that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
结束。哦。哦，我要去哪？哦，这里。
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no
去
small
查了一
part
下人头
to
气球，画面真的蛮震
excellent
撼，
defensive
是不
Care to
是？
tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed
Oh.
quite keen on you.
哦，天
It's a long
哪！
story.
哦，我
But
就想说，我
thank
为
you
什么
for
一直
your
闻
help.
到？
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Pear warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Pear.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at
我的
Hogwarts.
妻子
Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising
没
in
人的尾
Merlin's
叶还
work
能
and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
看来真的要去追一下伊藤润二的作品，是不是？
For his fellow
怎么会查那种可怕的东西？因为我们刚可以看富江，可是我觉得富江还好呢，富江没有很恐怖。
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the
为什么我们在玩霍格华兹会是边聊恐怖漫画？哦，因为刚刚我看到飘着的气球，我说那个很像人头的气球，富江漂亮啊。
I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to...
虽然我都没看，你应该要去看一下。她就是一个不停被谋杀的女人。啊，我看的排水孔是富江的。哦，原来如此。
It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Oh,
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
啊？这里。用。
Oh! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Incendio!
I am curious about these pyres. Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
什么？
Incendio!
哦。
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be.
我的衣袖现在有个香香的味道。
And do be careful up here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the
我觉得它
studio
是
of my notes and
我觉得这香香的味道是我的茅草，一直闻。要去下一个任务。 也康了吗？有一点，有一点康。毕竟是猫嘛，都会一点猫草的味道，很香哦。哦，不是，哎，到底为什么我的地图怎么缩放？我怎么找不到？怎么放？我现在是一直在闻，没有变更地图。哦，这个才这个。那就只能这样，它不能再放大了。我要用跑的过去哦。我的呼噜粉呢？啊！也是悬崖，我的上得去？要走去？确定这边有路？是说我好像没闻过猫草欸，不知道什么味道。它其实闻不太到什么味道，有一种草味，就是草味。我今天能不能把所有的课上完啊？搞错了，这里。
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black
是史内普吗？是史内普，大自然的味道，对，差不多。我可以出样，开始。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might
Yes,
Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
怎么做？怎么做？
Use a strong, even
来真的
when
上
crushing
瘾。
your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
摇动。它就是香香的，我也不知道为
I
什
see
么，
most of
我
you
不知
have
道
not
去哪里
forgotten
沾
how
到
to
的味道，
stir.
好香哦。
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
重点是
And from
我
what
2
I
个
hear of
袖
your
口的
recent
味道还不一
exploits
样
in。Hogmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredient
Hello，
needed
阿
in
宝，
my
欧
office.
啦欧啦。
But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more
有没有觉得他是比较帅的
Come and see
Snape？
me
有
when you
有，
finish
但我还
brewing.
是喜欢原本的
and
Snape。
we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
刚那个草药学的老师也是好漂亮哦，我在想他是不是发福前的那个草药学老师？
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
我可以出去。
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative.
不
I'm
是，
Gareth,
毕
by the
竟
way.
这是
Gareth
哈利
Weasley,
波
bit
特
of a
前
prodigy
几
with
百
potions,
年
if I do say so
那
myself.
它里面的人不是都可以活好几百岁吗？
Are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's
而
my
且草药
aunt.
学
Keeps too
教
close
授
an
是
eye on
麻
me
瓜
for
后
comfort.
哦，
But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone
好
with a
香哦！我
full-size
真的一
brain
直
can brew
闻
an
呢。
Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. Just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's
100
where
多
I
岁
come
已经
in.
很厉
You're
害。
as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's
但
office
邓
with
布
his
利多
permission.
不是好几
Perhaps
百
you could
岁
grab
了
it
吗？
for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
没有，不到200，真的假的啊？
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
收集火灰蛇蛋。火灰蛇蛋在哪里啊？我去哪里收集？
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
灰蛇蛋是在这里面找吗？阿宝？
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows. A well-prepared witch or
收集灰蛇。火灰蛇蛋在这。
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew.
药材都在
You
办
should get
公
back
室
to
里。
brewing your
好，
Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Hello Jetty， 欧啦欧啦，欧啦。
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
哦，这个选择。我好像等它好是吗？真的好香哦！我真不知道这味道哪里沾上了，好香哦！喜欢这个香味，元气，返回。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
然后呢？ 哦。
Dragon's Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
调制
Mr.
的
Weasley.
库魔药。
Sorry,
那我不是调制好了吗？
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
好远。
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as
哦，回去找。对话。
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
哦，被骂了。
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
对，我要去找。博米村地。对，追踪。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hard work and good luck go hand in hand.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairying core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw.
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh yes, it's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Oh, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
打开任务。奥利凡的全家宝。手续调查哦。这可能是我的。猫头鹰在哪里呀？怎么那么远？是要回到霍格华兹。确实。你能跟他说我这里为什么没有什么呼噜粉可以？咦？翻桌！我终于会用地图了。哦。
I don't find potions bearable
There's
at all.
something in there. I just know it.
那么远呐、有多远？你怎么不见了？错了。
Oh, did you hear about the new spell we're
好哦，我传错的地方。有。啊？
How can you not be absolutely fascinated?
《猫头鹰路》这么远的吗？
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Hello， 七海，欧啦欧啦，我还在等春特哦。你说春季特价？ 有够远，但其实我前面都在探寻地图。
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
我就想知道那个东西是要干嘛。把鸟禽塑像放回去栖息柜子。
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
鸟禽。
Revelio.
阿宝，这边怎么解？阿宝就。
Revelio.
把每个门都打开，可是我不知道怎么开。我好像知道我要怎么开锁的。我没有开锁的咒语呢。哦，用速速钱哦。Hello， 姨，欧啦欧啦。原来如此。
Nothing.
这门都会打到我呢。
I'll take that, thank you. I'd best keep looking.
Oh, 不要上。
This will do nicely.
就结束了吧？
Here's a welcome surprise. Nothing. No statues here. I'd best keep looking. Nothing.
我觉得我今天把这个玩完应该差不多。如果没门了就上了。我把自己摔死。这是什么？大楼。Hello， 秋秋，欧啦欧啦。
What's happening?
干了什么事？差点没头的尼克吗？还是没头的
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide,
Hello,
you've found the
Chocho.
perfect
Hola, hola.
spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So,
你肯定没注意听魔杖老板让你来干嘛的？你怎么知道？我确实不知道我来干嘛的。那反正我看到任务我就做。所以阿宝，我是要来干嘛的？看他的名字，查理呀。
It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed.
查理杰多。
Here's an idea.
理查杰多怎么了？
I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
I think I can guess how you died.
因为魔杖老板家家传魔杖被他偷了。
Well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort.
而且指明熊手机是这位幽灵。哎，
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was.
Hello, 阿基，
Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons. But as you can see, I never got a chance.
熊猫出来，他想说怎么讲到他。
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
我本来想说今天玩1个小时就可以结束，这样子。
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of a, well,
这是解密卡，刚才都不看剧情。
and the pages are yours for the taking.
解密就是硬 A。程序员表示哭死。任务完成了，哦赞！结束了。来去找那个呼噜粉，呼噜粉在哪里？呼噜粉。沿着这里找一下粉，不然我下次来这里我还要用跑的。啊，我也呼噜粉呢，编剧都想哭了。我必须先学会缴械咒，才能跟随理查杰多幽灵进入禁忌森林。我们要去禁忌森林嘞！从这边回去吧。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
这里有个红点点，做什么？这有好多红点点。嗯？什么？ 我发现这跟东京鬼线有点像，就是到处捡东西。好了，我们今天就到这了，就先到这了。我已经有点累了。谢谢阿成的订阅，谢谢阿成，欧啦欧啦。工作室成员集体哭晕在厕所，野怪哦，也还有野怪哦，没有哭啊，先开了2个游戏，明天应该是下礼拜三会再播了，因为这几天有事。看看，让我看一下周表，下个礼拜的周表我已经做好了。就等小峰有空的时候再帮我发。来 ，Let me see， 让我看看我们下个礼拜。对，我告诉你，我们下个礼拜3、4、5都，3、4都是哈利波特哦。我是不是要把它改成霍格华兹啊？可可一直说我都把它讲错。然后星期五，下个星期五我们会玩夜回3。对，我们继续来看饼干掉一地的学。下个礼拜，来，谢谢大家今天来看台，改名叫霍格华兹的猫猫受难记，那差不多。霍格华兹才对，哈利波特是人。我知道哈利波特是人，那就意思很难改口，很难改口。阿宝，我又忘记他怎么存档。库存设定值这里，储存游戏。好的，游戏要记得储存，不然就会跟我上次的失忆症一样悲剧。整个还要花半个小时还是1个小时重跑剧情，心累。各位，周末了，放假了，明天、后天大家记得去大玩特玩，或者是在家里睡一整天睡饱饱。希望大家都有个愉快的周末，放假了就是要好好玩，好好休息，放松身心。上班什么的不要去想，放什么假？明天补班补课？真的假的啦？明天没完，原来明天要上课，那我今天还开那么晚？没事。希望大家明天都有开心的一天。补班什么的不用管，上班就是玩。礼拜6补什么班？我们上班就是喝下午茶。假的，明天睡吧，对，睡吧，睡好睡满。希望大家明天都能开开心心的，后天好好的休息。这个礼拜辛苦大家了，下个礼拜再撑5天，又可以放假了。希望大家每天都可以开开心心的。那么我们今天的直播就到这里了。今天来，我们还是按照传统，我们还是来跟大家说晚安。来，熊晚安，拜拜拜拜，小姨晚安，拜拜拜拜，阿宝晚安，拜拜拜拜，阿吉晚安，拜拜拜拜，我才没有你才你。 没有你才，你来一阵子了。悄悄晚安，拜拜拜拜。七海晚安，拜拜拜拜。还有谁 ？Kitsune 晚安，拜拜拜拜。10点半了，他应该已经睡了。然后雨良晚安，拜拜拜拜。可可晚安，拜拜拜拜。小叶子晚安，拜拜拜拜。还有阿成晚安，拜拜拜拜。大家，我们下个礼拜见。如果我这几天在外面想跟大家聊天的话，看是在 DC 聊天，还是可能图奇开个只有声音的杂谈之类的，因为我不会带电脑出门。那么今天的直播就到这了，谢谢大家的观看，我们下礼拜见，拜拜，拜拜拜拜。没有我才，你们都来很久了，没有我才啦。下礼拜见，拜拜啊！不然等一下 DC 见，我等下要去 DC 找阿宝看游戏，拜拜。